This is Metascience. Today, I came to talk to you about a very fascinating scientific topic. The Cassini spacecraft, which collected data in 2005 of the Saturnian system, collected some data which has been analyzed, and they have found a ring of Saturn composed of sodium ions. And they have strong evidence that these ions were ejected from one of Saturn's moons, named Enceladus. Now, this is very profoundly important information because it suggests that Enceladus, like the Jovian moon, Europa, has a liquid ocean, a saltwater ocean beneath its surface. There had been other evidence to suggest this in the past, but this is just some additional evidence, rather strong, that this is the case. This is of importance because the type of conditions necessary for the formation of life may exist on both Europa and Enceladus. Many of you are familiar with photosynthesis as a way that organisms derive energy. These are called the primary producers, and they are the first point of the food chain or web on Earth. However, we have discovered deep down at the ocean trenches black smokers. These are areas where large amounts of hot, superheated water and sulfurous compounds are emitted. These are so far beneath the ocean that no light can get to those depths. And yet, we have found a thriving ecosystem there. Life that exists instead of using photosynthesis, using chemosynthesis, based on the chemistry of sulfur compounds. So, I thought this might be a good time to talk some more about the satellite system of Saturn. And I will proceed to do that shortly. Metascience, back with you as promised. Let us begin our survey of some of the known moons, and then I will talk about some of the newly discovered moons. Pan is the closest known moon to Saturn's surface. It was recently discovered in 1990. Atlas is the second of Saturn's moons, discovered in 1980, and it orbits Saturn right next to the side of the A ring. This makes Atlas a shepherd moon. It helps the particles of the ring stay in line. Prometheus, you might recognize as from mythology as the individual who stole fire from the gods, discovered in 1980. There's a lot of mythology here with the moons. Pandora is the outer shepherd moon of the F ring. It goes from A onward to F, further from Saturn. Epidemius is the fifth of Saturn's moons, and it was discovered in 1966, and then again in 1977. And Epidemius in Greek mythology is the husband of Pandora. Janus was discovered by a French astronomer in 1966, and of course Janus is the that uses the symbol of two-faced god. She's the god of gates and doors. I guess you can go both ways with that. Next is Mimas. Mimas looks a lot like the Star Wars Death Star. It's got a sphere with a major impact in it that bears a striking resemblance to that craft. I spoke about Enceladus having possibly a liquid brine ocean. Titus is a giant ice cube discovered back in 1680 by Cassini. Cassini, who the spacecraft that recently did a flyby is named after, discovered many of the Saturnian moons. Callisto is the 10th moon orbiting Saturn. Calypso is named after the sea nymph, and of course was the name of Jacques Cousteau's boat. The 12th moon is named Dione, and then Helena is the 13th of Saturn's moons. Rhea is the second largest of Saturn's moons, also discovered by Cassini. And of course Titan, by its name alone, you might have guessed, is the largest of Saturn's moons, and it has a very thick atmosphere. We believe it is composed of hydrocarbons. Hyperion is the 16th moon. Then you have Iapetus and Phoebe. And all of these moons are but a few of the total number. We now know of 61 moons that have confirmed orbits around Saturn. However, there have been some new discoveries, and so I shall be back shortly to talk about some of Saturn's new moons. Man of Science, be right back. Man of Science here once again. I have a real treat for you. You will now be seeing pictures and descriptions of the newly discovered moons of Saturn. Enjoy. Quesadilla's scorched, sun-baked surface belies a complex inner chemistry. Gordita, one of the few Saturnian moons to have active volcanism, Gordita was discovered in 2004 by Man of Science. Enchirito, another discovery by Man of Science in 2001. This satellite undergoes severe gravitational stress due to its unique position among Saturn's moons. Chalupus, a small moon with a complex chemical composition, discovered in 2003 by Man of Science. Fiesta, discovered by, well, somebody else, but I saw it first. Pinto, one of Saturn's smallest new moons, and thought to have major gas evolution from its inner core. This is Man of Science, saying thank you for watching. I look forward to meeting you again on another science adventure. Man of Science, out.